Welcome back to the newsroom. I'm Okoyemi Owosheni, and these are the stories we're tracking at the moment. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on Wednesday brought the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, to the Federal High Court, Abuja. Emefiele, who had been in the custody of the federal government security agencies for over 150 days, was brought to court in compliance with the order of Justice Olukayode Adeniyi. Justice Adeniyi had on Monday reaffirmed his order that the detained former CBN governor be brought to court today, November 8, for the purpose of admitting him to bail. And the Lagos Division of the Appeal Court has affirmed the election of the House of Representative member for Idiato North and South Federal Constituency of Imo State, Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere. The Appeal Court panel, led by Justice Abubakar Babanji Gumel, set aside the ruling of the tribunal which had sacked Ugochinyere. Earlier, the Election Petitioner Tribunal, sitting in Maraba High Court, had ruled that PDP's Ugochinyere was not candidate for the election because there were no premise in the federal constituency. However, unanimous judgment delivered by Gumel on Wednesday overruled the judgment of the tribunal. And the Aviation Union have directed workers in the industries to immediately withdraw flight services to Owerri Airport in Imo State. The union says that the withdrawal of the service was necessary following the maltreatment of Joe Ajero, the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), by the Imo State government last week in the state. In a joint statement made available to the media, the union says the withdrawal of flight services would commence from the midnight of November 9, 2023. And members of the Lagos State House of Assembly during plenary have deliberated on the idea of a law to curb street begging across the state. The law, if it comes into existence, will penalize the encouragement of street begging by residents. In this way, it will be an offense to give alms to a street beggar. On Tuesday, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, who describes street begging as a menace taking over the state, agreed with the lawmakers at the plenary that criminal elements have taken over the street disguised as beggars. And in business, the federal government has so far saved about 1.4 trillion from earnings generated from the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirits, popularly called petrol, between June and September 2023. This is according to FAC allocation documents obtained from the website of Nigeria's Governor Forum and the National Bureau of Statistics. The analysis shows that the fund remitted monthly to the non-oil revenue savings account of the government received the sum of 699.93 trillion in June, 389.7 billion in July, 71 billion in August, and 289 billion in September. And on the foreign scene, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said Gaza cannot be run by either Israel or Hamas once the continued conflict is over, reiterating the stance of the White House. Speaking to journalists after the G7 Foreign Minister held talks in Japan on Wednesday, Blinken listed key elements necessary to create durable presence and security, with the U.S. appearing keen to open a conversation on post-conflict scenarios. The U.S. official also warned against an attempt to blockade or besiege Gaza or any reduction in the territory of Gaza. Finally, in sports, Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro has confirmed that the duo of Samuel Chukwueze and Victor Osimhen will not be part of next week's 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Nigeria will take on Lesotho on November 16th in the first game of the qualifiers at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, before facing Zimbabwe at the Uyo Stadium in Butare, Rwanda, 3 days later. And that's all on the newsroom at this moment. Many thanks for joining. I'm Okoyemi Owosheni. Bye for now.